How's it going, YouTube? Dr. Slacking, the Slacking Doctor, back again with our Pokemon Fire Red Nuzlocke. And if you can't tell from this and from the music, we are in Silph Code today. If you haven't seen the previous episode, the playlist will be linked down in the description. I advise you go and check that out. So everything makes a bit more sense. But yeah, today might be a bit of a longer episode because we're just going to be taking it on Silph Code. I did heal up our Pokemon between episodes, but that is all that happened. Yeah, we're just going to be making our way through Silph Code, and I really don't know that much about Silph Code, if I'm honest with you. Like, I don't know how to really navigate that well through here, so this might not be... This is so... Level 25s, this is... Wow. We're going to walk through this. We might get a little lost, it might take a little while, so... it might not be the shortest episode. Oh my goodness, this thing is bulky. Wow. Okay, we need to switch out. That's too bulky. That's ridiculous. Zacharias is our kind of wall breaker, if you like. He hits us with wing attack, and Zacharias is so strong. I mean, I know Blissey's more defensive on the special side, so that kind of helps that he's a physical attacker. Swinub. Yeah, we'll give Miller some more screen time here. There we go. That's why we're giving Miller some more screen time. Roleplay. I don't even know what that move does. Let's switch your abilities or something. Use mimics the foe completely and copies the foe's ability. I think we're going to bother with that. It's very situational, you know. I'm sure there are moments that could be useful. It's probably great in like competitive battling at times, you know. But honestly... in a let's play, that's one of those moves that's just so unnecessary, you know? So unnecessary. Bagon, get out of my face. Miller is just gonna run Survivor one shot, easy peasy. Survivor's sprite looks clean. Yeah, Miller's just gonna run through this. This is gonna be so simple. So simple. I think our biggest problem is gonna be PP, to be honest, on Miller. I don't know if we face Giovanni at the end of this. I feel like you do. I feel like you usually get the Master Ball at the end of this. Although I could be wrong. Okay, so... Right. We've not really got... If anyone heals us by accident, then there's not much I can do about that. I will just try and discard the items to make up for it. But hopefully no one will heal us. Why is this guy just stood facing the tree? Okay, he's just an NPC that's just chilling. Which warp panel did we come in through? That one. So let's go out through this one. Honestly, I really don't know. Do you usually get given Lapras in here as well? I think you get given Lapras in here. I think there's a gift Pokemon in here normally. Probably from that guy, I think. So we are going to go back and talk to him at some point. Once we've cleared... Okay. Oh. So we're kind of just going around in circles at the minute. As I say, I really don't know my way around here. I do know that these are far too easy. Even clicking the wrong move, we are ruining everything with Miller. We're going to be using the speed up button a lot, to be honest with you. Otherwise, this episode could be hours long. So this is going to take me back down to where I came out. I'm pretty sure we did that warp panel below that took us back up. Get out of my face, Shroomish. That's very annoying. Get gone, Arbok, as well. Some nice experience, though, to be fair for Miller. And I'm pretty sure we have... There we go. I don't know if we have any antidotes or just one or whatever, but that's fine. We'll use that up. Honestly, antidotes, paralyzed heals have been the things we've needed most in this playthrough, so I don't mind saving them. Okay. Oh no, that took us back up here. So let's try that again. Where did this one take us? So this bloke, and then we went out of it. Okay, alright. I'm with it. We're good. We're all good. If we go up here, that's that guy talking to the tree. Trying to avoid as many of them as I can. Zangus's claws look very purple. They're always like that. Probably. That did a lot. I'm sure that did a lot. Whew. We are going to switch out. We definitely are. Fortress. Fortress kind of resist everything on the team, so a vet might as well just do it. Is everything looking weirdly purple? Is Forage always that purple? Are my colours off or something? Am I going crazy, or are things... Maybe I'm going mad. I feel like Forage isn't usually that purple, and Zangoose wasn't usually that purple, and the Survivor looked kind of purple to me. Is the palette different in this game? Things just look... I don't know, maybe it's me. Maybe it's me going mad. Who knows? So, okay, we don't want to go up there. We want to go up here. Okay, so I guess that floor is useless then. Oh, come on. Oh, I didn't look at that. Health. We're good, we're good, we're good. With a side beam, we'll take this out. And we need to heal. Even though I know we could ruin a Cubone with one Magical Leaf or Crab Hammer, I'm not going to risk it. There's no point. I don't know if Magical Leaf has a chance to miss. Steelix, honestly, I'd like to use Miller with Crab Hammer, but we're not healed up yet, so Edvard's got this. Edvard's got this all day long. That's some nice experience. This is really easy. The pacing of the game feels off here. Maybe we were supposed to come here before. I've mentioned that a couple of the episodes whether I've done this in the wrong order. Honestly, I feel like I must have done, because these are some low levels. You know, the dojo was high leveled, but these are too easy, really. I don't know. Maybe it's all in my imagination. We're gonna drop another super potion on Miller. To be honest, I should have just done a normal potion. Looking at that, I thought it was going to be more than that. Can't do maths very quickly. I feel like I have to kind of battle everyone in case someone gives us a key, or... Get out of my face. Crab Hammer is nice on Miller. Honestly, we're hitting so many things. We can get a fire type move on this. Whew, that moveset will be incredible. Absolutely incredible. If we can, upgrade Psybeam to Psychick and get like a flamethrower or something in here, that moveset will be so nice. Did I check this tree? Okay, what's this? Alright, okay, so that's obviously important. We obviously need that. I'm going to check all these trees because you never know. You never know. Okay, that fella's waiting just there for us. Medicham. That did a lot considering it was resisted. Level 33, that's a bit higher actually. That's a bit better. Okay, so we can just go through these doors now. Okay. We just beat that guy, didn't we? So let's go back this way, because we never went up. Actually, let's check what's through here. Let's pick up this item. Iron Defense, that's not going to get used, honestly. It's pretty useless, but we are going to sell that. We're definitely going to sell that and get the money. I feel like there's got to be something in these trees, right? There's got to be something in these trees. One of them. Come on. Alright, well, we're going to talk to this fella. Nope. Nothing there. Middle tree. Here we go. Nope. So many bad calls on these items. Oh, okay. He doesn't like me. He didn't look like he was going to be a Team Rocket member. That was weird. I didn't expect that. We're cool. We're cool. We are so cool. Dugong. That's one for Zacharias. I don't know what level this thing's going to be. That's cool. Ancient Power. And he's gone. Zacharias still is that kind of ace at the back here. Just so powerful. I'm glad we found that card key pretty early, because I would have just been wandering around so confused without it. Relax Incense. Is that, I think you have, Snorlax has to hold that when it's in the daycare to get a Munchlax. Berry Juice, that's some healing. That's nice. Because I didn't know that for the longest time. I was just putting my Snorlax in the daycare. I'm wondering why I was never getting eggs. That was obviously why I didn't have the Lax Incense. I think that's the right item. There's definitely an item that does that. Crab Hammer is so nice. Level 42 for Miller. Edvard would love a Sand Slash. Razor Leaf all day. Our team is good now. Our team is good. We don't do a question of the day very often. But here you go. We've got a question of the day. Who is your favourite squad member currently? And who is your favourite squad member throughout the playthrough? You know, if you've been watching since any of the early episodes, shout out to you. I really appreciate it, of course. So I just want to know, like, who have people really sort of got attached to? I know for me, Mariabella did so much work early on that she's kind of already solidified herself as one of my favourites. But if you came later in the playthrough, I guess like you might have a different favourite. You know, Zacharias might be your favourite or whatever. So I'm really interested to know who's your current favourite and who's your favourite past or present. Who have you really enjoyed? I guess Yvette's been a kind of unsung hero for us in a way, because Yvette's just kind of been here always, just so reliable, so solid, but never been like the absolute star. She was kind of like outclassed by Mariabella early game, and then when Zacharias came in, he started to outclass her later game. But let's actually have a look now. I don't even know who's hitting harder these days. Yvette has 75, Zacharias has 112 attack. I mean, 3 levels difference and like 50 attack more from Zacharias. It's crazy, absolutely crazy. Mariabella only has the 80 attack because of that timid nature, unfortunately. So she is the weakest. Oh no, actually, Yvette doesn't hit as hard as Mariabella either. That's interesting. And actually, Edvard hits harder on the special side than Yvette hits. And Miller hits really hard on the special side. Our second most effective attacker, Miller, is actually with that 93 special attack. So that's pretty cool to see. And Edvard's not far behind, so that's interesting that actually now Yvette's the weakest offensive presence on the team besides Engelbert, who's not really getting used at the minute. Unfortunately, just because he's not up with the team. I need to grind him up, but I just don't have the money to spend on grinding him up at the minute. I didn't mistake you for a Silph worker. I wanted the item. It's cool. It's all good. Hitmonchan. Yvette's got this. Yvette has got this. The thing that Yvette has that no one else has, which is really useful though, is that Feather Dance, is it? Whatever the attack is that greatly lowers their physical attack. That's really nice because generally I haven't kept setup moves, if you like. It's not exactly a setup move, but I haven't kept moves like that on the team. I've only gone for offensive moves because I feel like they're more useful in this playthrough. So it is really cool that she has a move that can kind of affect our opponent, unsettle their Pokemon, and weaken them. That is one thing I'll give to Yvette that's really, really useful for the team. Have we already been here? No, I think I would have opened the door if I'd already been here. Oh, are you the guy that... Yeah, we have already been here. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Oh, this is so confusing. I really don't. I apologize if you're watching this thinking, "Come on, man, you're going the wrong way every time." I can't say it enough. I don't have a clue. I really don't. So, hopefully, it's a lot of fun still, though. E-speed was probably unnecessary. We are 14 levels higher. I don't think it would have outsped us, but oh well. We might as well use it. We might as well. We are going to heal up before it gets too intense, so I'm not too worried about PP. Edvard as well. Honestly, our team is so good right now. And to be fair to Engelbert, once he levels up, once I do get the money to kind of train him up, Dusclops is nothing to laugh at. It's nothing to mess with. You know, Dusclops is really, really bulky. It's a shame that Dust Noir isn't in this generation, and we can't kind of evolve him and use that. But nevertheless, I'm still excited to have a Dusclops on the team. Definitely, most definitely. Ooh, that was bulkier than I expected. Level 33, that's why. We are now going to switch Miller out just because she's pretty much exhausted all of her PP. So we're going to give Edvard some screen time. These are the 2 newest team members. Rare Candy, that's nice. I would definitely save that. In fact, actually, I think the way I've done it always is that whenever I pick up a Rare Candy, I have to use it straight away. I think that's how I did it in one of the earlier episodes. So, you know, we're going to stick with that. Oh. That could be useful for Miller in the future, actually. So yeah, we're going to use that straight away, and we're just going to give that to Engelbert. I know you're probably thinking, hey, he's going to be the easiest to level up anyway, but why not? Why not give it to him, you know? I think that's the sensible thing to do. No, nothing in these trees. Master Ball. No, no. Berries, berries it is. Ah, come on. Ooh, that's a little scary. That's a little scary. Only level 29. Okay, that's cool. His takedown actually benefited us, getting that recoil damage. Is that another Growlithe? I'm sure that's a Growlithe again. So, Zacharias, come in and do what you do. Should still be a one-shot even with Intimidate. Zacharias is crazy strong. Crazy strong. Absolute madness. Okay, so this is the... I want to have an appointment with your boss. I want to. Yeah, this is the... where we need to get to. But we obviously need to get here through the teleport panels? Warp panels? I think that's what they're called, warp panels. We need to get here through those, so I'm going to have to go back down and just kind of teleport around a bit. If it takes too long, if we've cleared all the trainers, then I will make a cut. But hopefully we can just zoom on straight through to him and it won't be too hard. Okay, right. Why did Silphco, right? This is what I want to know. I understand for the function of the game, they decided to make Silphco really difficult to navigate. I get that. I fully get that. But in terms of like the actual lore of it, why did Silphco decide to build their place so ridiculously confusing? Like, what sort of a business sits there and like, we're gonna build our new headquarters. Let's make it impossible for anyone to get around unless they can memorize a set pattern of warp panels. Like, you just wouldn't, would you? Like, I understand it's a suspension of disbelief and all that, and you just gotta roll with it. But it's pretty crazy, right? It's pretty crazy that this is where, imagine working here, like just zooming around on these panels, like just trying to get to your desk. Like, I can't remember where I left it. How do I even get to do my work? Like, it's just wild to me. Oh, okay, so these are just going around in circles. Oh, I thought we'd done everyone. I was convinced that was everyone. There are more people here than I anticipated. I forgot it's dual poison type. That's cool. It's going to knock itself out. We can switch now because we don't want to take that curse damage. I'm sure Miller's still got some magical leaves. Yes, it has. 20 magical leaves. I thought we only had 10 of those, so that's quite nice, actually. That's quite nice. Oh, there was a door there I hadn't opened. Is this going to put me to a different place now? No, okay. Oh, and an item, another item. So, okay, there's obviously rooms that I haven't explored yet. Another Twisted Spoon, okay. If we have 2 Psychic types, that's extra ways to boost that. Lava Cookie, I can't remember what that does. I think it heals something. Oh, you're hiding, okay. Brave of you, brave. Most cowardly man in the Pokemon universe. Oh, there's an item on this table as well. Oh, I didn't look at that. TM48. TM48. What are you saying, TM48? What are you saying to me? Sky Uppercut. That's pretty wild. That's pretty nice. Only Miller and Engelbert, both of them aren't really great physical attackers, so we're not going to be doing that. We're not going to be doing that at all. That's no good to us. But that's a pretty nice item to pick up, you know. That's a pretty nice TM. What am I doing? I completely forgot we got the experience share. That's crazy. I'm so sorry. I completely forgot we had that. Yeah, so that's nice. That's nice. Now Engelbert can hopefully catch up. We are going to do this trainer just for Engelbert, really, now. Now that I know that he's catching up with that experience share. It shouldn't take too long to kind of just body all of these. Okay, no confusion. Yes, Edvard. Clefairy coming out. That's one for Yvette. It's too easy. We are too strong. I hope that we're not really over-leveled as we progress through the game. Again, I feel like I'm missing something obvious. Where do we go? I feel like it has to be one, like, okay, there's an item down there, so I obviously have missed something. That's a good thing about kind of battling every trainer you come up against and picking up every item you see, is that then at least you know where you've been, you know. You know, like, okay, there's nothing here, I've done all these trainers, it can't be here. Ledian, let's give Maribella another bit of screen time. Big fan of Maribella, as I said before. She's put in the work there. That's pretty nice. Okay, so there's an item in here. And there's a warp panel here. That feels good to me. This feels good. Huh! I didn't expect that. When he didn't say anything to us, I was like, maybe this guy will give us an item. Nope. This guy's just evil. Evil. Straight up evil. This one's for Yvette. 4 times weak to flying type. No chance, my friend. Engelbert leveling up. This is nice. This is nice. Engelbert will be caught up in no time. Okay, this feels good. This feels like we're heading in the right direction to me. We seem to be encountering more trainers again that we haven't battled, picking up more new items. We better have an antidote. We better have an antidote or a full restore, whatever it is. We need something. I'm not playing these games. I'm not losing a vet. We better have something. Status moves are the bane of my life on this game. How are you living? Clamperl has... Well, to be fair, Clamperl was pretty bulky. I'll give it that, actually. EVO like Clamperl clearly being used there. Yellow Scarf. I'm guessing that's a contest item or something. Okay, where are my... Where are my status healing things? We must have... Okay, we got an antidote. It's all good. It's all good. Nothing to worry about. She definitely is going to heal us, and that would be quite nice. So I'm going to do that. I'm actually going to take this opportunity to get all of our PP back on everything. Oh, one off. I wasn't paying attention. That's annoying. Have to drop 2 potions there. But everything has to be fully healed. I am the doctor. This is a doctor lock. Everything will be fully healed on my watch before we rest. Oh, is that another one? No, that's perfect. Super potion it up for Miller. And then Hyper Potion. We are running out of healing items. Hyper Potion for Yvette. Could have done it either way around, it turns out. Heal me. I will take a nap. Thank you. I will most certainly take this opportunity. Oh, this feels like I could have been here already. Yeah, I've been here already. Just as I was saying, we felt like we were heading in the right direction. Things go wrong. Okay, I know we've battled that guy. Have we been up this one? Oh, have we been down this one? Oh, okay, this is better. Okay, who can learn Stomp? Honestly, Yvette, a good stab normal type move might be nice. That might be nice. Yeah, I think Gust can disappear for that. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that. That's nice. Why not? No reason not to there. Okay. This feels good again. We're opening doors. We're finding new trainers. This feels like we're back on track. We've got some fully restored Pokemon, some PP back up. Charmander, no thank you. My boy Miller or my girl Miller is going to come in and crab hammer you to oblivion. Goodbye. Scyther, not messing with you either. Yvette's got this one. Yvette's got this one. Easy wing attack, and you're gone. You're gone, Scyther. Scyther's sprite is so nice in this game. You know, someone said this the other day, and I think I've discussed this in a previous episode. People talking about how they prefer the sprites to the 3D models. Something that really interests me, because when I'm playing the 3D games, like, it feels, Sun and Moon especially, it feels so crazy, like, what did I just do? Foresight for Confuse Ray. Yeah, that makes sense. I didn't even know what I was doing. I just did that instinctively. Berries. These berries are everywhere. Yeah, when I play Sun and Moon, it feels like what I always dreamt of as a kid. It feels like that 3D Pokemon game that I always wanted, that Pokemon Colosseum kind of was. And, you know, that was crazy. When Pokemon Colosseum came out, I was like, wow, this is an absolute madness. Like, this is the dream 3D Pokemon game. But then when I go back and play the older generations, and I see certain Pokemon in their sprites again, I'm just like, oh, this sprite artwork is so nice. And do you know what it is? Do you know what I feel like? I feel like with sprite artwork, you could kind of choose a Pokemon's like best angle, if that makes sense, or best pose, and you could make it look like quite sick like that. Whereas with a 3D model, you have to keep it moving. You have to keep it like kind of neutral almost. And that's where I think it's kind of like suffers, because you can't get the, I guess this not the sophistication, but like the personality. That's it. I feel like some of the Pokemon, the personality doesn't come across in the 3D models as well as the sprites expressed it. But I also feel like that's because they were doing sprites for so much longer, right? They had like 5 generations of sprite work behind them by the time they got to black and white. We've only had 2 generations of 3D models, and okay, I shouldn't have stayed in. Why did I stay in? This is going to poison me. Knew it. Okay, that's annoying. Hopefully we do have another status item. Otherwise, that's going to burn through some healing items to get back to the Pokemon Center, or even where the beds were, but I don't remember where they were. Or the mart, in fact. I need to Psychic. There we go. Miller is now absolute fire. Why am I doing this? I just keep taking more damage. This is crazy. I'm just excited about Miller. Yeah, what I was saying is I feel like with the 3D models, the more time they have to work on them, the better they're going to get. Imagine by generation like 11, by the time they've had 5 years of working on sprites, or 5 generations of working on sprites, on 3D models, they'll be crazy good. They'll be like as sophisticated as the sprites were, as advanced as the sprites were. I can't wait for that. I can't wait to see what they do with that. And I know that there might not even be a Generation 11. It's a long way in the future. It might not be around by then, but you kind of get what I'm saying. With each new generation, they're only going to get cleaner, the 3D models. They're only going to get better. I imagine, when we get a game on the Switch, the Pokemon are probably going to look fantastic. They're probably going to be constantly moving, constantly kind of acting like they'll be able to express that personality that people get from the sprites. They'll be able to express that in another way, in their motions, in their movements. And that would be so sweet, you know what I mean? That would be so good to see. Sorry, I'm getting excited about this. But yeah, that's just, I don't know, it was something I was thinking about. And I was like, just give it time, I think. You need patience with this kind of thing. Okay, so I literally am baffled right now. I think I'm going to make a cut here. If I run into any more trainers, then I'll rejoin you. If not, I'm going to make a cut and I'm just going to wander around, hit up these walk panels and figure it out. So either way, I'll see you in just a second. And I'm back. And as you can see, this back sprite here looks a lot like Swimmer Lucas, our rival. Honestly, I had completely forgotten that we take him on in here. I'm pretty sure we do. I'm pretty sure that's him. So that's a bit crazy. I don't have a whole lot of healing items, so I would have loved to have gone back to the market before this and bought some more. But we're just going to go in. Our team is powerful, so we're just going to go in. His team is powerful. Oh my goodness. His team is powerful. I was not expecting that. I thought we were quite over-leveled. I guess not. I guess not at all, in fact. Miller, our strongest special attacker, is at half HP. That's a problem. That's a potential problem. That's kind of crazy. I thought he was going to be like level 30 to 33 to begin with. Or was that level 37? So his ace is... Oh, Charizard, where's that come from? That's kind of mad. Fortunately, Charizard isn't taking a rock-type attack all too well at all. Zacharias has got some pace, so I think he'll outspeed. Level 35, you're gone, my friend. You are gone. That Charizard does not scare us after all. So level 35, that's kind of like, I guess what I was expecting. That's pretty easy. That's pretty easy. Politoed. Miller's got more HP, so I'm going to go into Miller here and fire up a Magical Leaf. Miller hits so hard. I'm not too worried. Politoed, it's probably just going to Perish Song or Hypnosis or something. So I'm not worried about this. We're 8 levels higher. Yeah, it's a 2-hit KO. That's fine. It does go for Hypnosis. It misses. We're all cool. We are cool. No problems at all here. Oh, obviously it was a high roll first time, low roll second time. Okay, well we're gonna take this. No, we're not. We're just gonna play through this because honestly, I don't know what this thing's gonna want to do. Perish Song. We're just gonna switch out because why would we just stay in? Like what? I don't understand his tactic here. Maybe he doesn't have one, but Yvette can come out. Really? You would... Why would you... Why? We just quick attack you and switch out now. What was the point? Okay, so he actually... I'm surprised by that. I didn't think he would make the switch. Quick attack does enough, but level 38 Pikachu isn't going to one-shot us. No, we're going to quick attack. We're cool. I was wondering if we got paralyzed whether Pikachu could fire off a Thunderbolt and one-shot us. I figured it wouldn't, and it didn't. We do now have to switch out because of the Perish Song. But Maribella can just fire off at E-Speed, get this guy gone, and Perish Song will not be a problem anymore. Weird tactic from Swimmer Lucas here, but I guess that's what he wanted to do. I guess that's how he wanted to play it. So Politoed is gonzo. Goodbye. See ya. That's some experience for Engelbert, which is nice, really. Victory Bus. This is the ace. This is going to be his highest level. We're going to throw out our ace as well. Why not? Battle of the Aces. We're going to throw out Zacharias, and I would bet money this will one-shot. Even with a move like Wing Attack, which at this point isn't that powerful, and we're only 3 levels higher, I still think this will one-shot because Zacharias is so strong. We got the crit just to make sure. Zacharias is crazy strong. Crazy strong. And Engelbert now at level 27. That's real nice. And Learning Pursuit. Honestly, that's better than Astonish. I know it's not Stab, so it's kind of not better than Astonish, but it's more useful long term. Well, I guess not really, to be honest. I guess there's not much difference. Things aren't going to be switching out that much thinking about it, but it's all cool. I am going to make a quick cut here because I'm guessing we still have to take on Giovanni. So take a quick cut here. I'm going to rush back to the market. I'm going to heal up the team, and then I'm going to come back because we don't have the kind of healing items to deal with this, I don't think. Let me just double check. No. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to make a quick cut here, and then I'll be back to... No, do you know what? No, I'm not. I take that back. I take that back. I don't think we're going to need to heal in battle, honestly. We just handled Swimmer Lucas, easy peasy. So, have we got an Awakening anywhere? I know we do have somewhere. I know you're here, Awakening. There we go. There we go. So we're fully healed now. We didn't use that. Oh, this guy maybe gives us the Lapras. Smoochum. That's not that great. Let me just get a name up. I wasn't expecting that. So let me just generate a name for this. Generate a name. Samantha Raya. That was really fast to run a name generator there. Samantha Raya. Have we already had the surname Raya? I think we had one similar last episode. That is Raya spelt R-E-I-H-E-R. Another kind of Germanic sounding name, but yeah, that's Samantha Raya joining the team. Smoochum going to the PC. Honestly, like a Jinx isn't bad later in the game, I guess, if we have to turn to it. But I'm not super excited about Smoochum for obvious reasons, really. Razorleaf for one shot at Chinchou. We are cool. Vibrava. Vibrava. Let's just deal with this. Let's just deal with this. That was not very effective. I thought that would be normal. Obviously, ground type was just rock. I didn't realize that. I wish we had an electric type, but we don't. Mantine's just a pain. It's not even that strong. It's just a pain. Okay. There we go. There we go. Easy. That's good. We didn't take any damage from that, so that's nice. We find a pearl. Anything else in these trees? No. Okay. So I'm guessing this is where we probably take on... Here he is. Ah, Doctor. So we meet again. The President and I are discussing a vital business proposition. Keep your nose out of our grown-up matters. Or experience a world of pain. I think he said that last time, and I think it went fine. That voice was pretty completely different. I don't remember any of the voices we've been doing, so... Lazy Mia. I remember him being lazy. That rings a bell, because we bodied him last time. We ruined him, so... We're going to send out Zacharias. We're not going to send out Zacharias. I also don't want Miller in, so we're going to go back to Zacharias. Hope this thing doesn't whirlwind again. Okay, that's fine. We're going to Ancient Power and hope for the boosts just to sweep this guy, because level 37 is a little bit higher than I anticipated. I know this will one-shot. So if we can get some nice boosts here on Zacharias... No, it's not happening, is it? It's not happening. Camerupt. It can't hit us with its ground-type moves. It's not going to do that much with fire-type moves. I know Ancient Power is only going to be neutral, but... Was it going to use, like, Rock Slide? Not Stab? Fine. Is that special defense? Fine. We're a physical... Giovanni, man, you need to stop being so lazy. And you need to go back to trainer school and learn how to play, because, honestly, you have been anticlimactic every time. Apom. Apom. For real? I love Apom, don't get me wrong. If you like Apom, me too. I love Apom, but... Really? You're the leader of Team Rocket, and you're rocking out with an Apom at this point in the game. Why? Okay, we're going to go back into Zacharias, because I don't want to take any unnecessary damage here on his vet. Zacharias is already going to need to be healed, so... We might as well eat this, and then fire off a rock-type move. It's beyond... Oh, we've got them left. I just didn't want to get the burn. I'm going to have to risk the Flame Body burn. I think Magmar gets access to Flame Body. That's what I was trying to avoid. It doesn't really matter, but like I just didn't... If we could avoid it, I wanted to. Ooh, I don't trust this for another wing attack with burn. I don't know if it'll KO. Burn obviously lowers your physical attack. In the end, I think we would have been fine because he used Sunny Day, but I didn't want to take another flamethrower and burn damage if we weren't gonna one hit it from there. Crabhammer will finish this off, no problem, even in the sun. Nope, I am wrong. I should have just psychicked. Honestly, I should have just psychicked, but that's cool. We'll do that now. We will do that now because Crabhammer doesn't have great accuracy to begin with. So we're just gonna psychic this, and it'll be gone. It'll be out of our face. Easy peasy. Engelbert climbing the levels. Now we just got his Apom, and honestly, Giovanni's. I hope when we come to battle at the end of the game, spoilers if you don't already know, Giovanni is the final gym leader. We're nearly there now, and he better be stronger than this when we challenge him in the gym because he's been so weak both times. So weak. Anyway, that's that, I guess. This Apom has surprising bulk. Surprising bulk. I guess we're not super effective, and it is level 37, but I mean, I still thought we'd two-shot it easily. It doesn't really matter. It's gone now. It's gone. There we go. There we go. That's an easy win. That's a lot of money as well. That's a lot of money for an easy win. But Team Rocket will never fall. Doctor, never forget that all Pokemon exist for Team Rocket. Okay, alright mate. I'm not even doing your voice because you were embarrassing. This guy, I think, gives us the Master Ball usually, but that's going to be randomized, sadly, to who knows what. Oh, dear boy. Thank you for saving Sylph. I will never forget you saved us in our moment of peril. I have to thank you in some way. Because I am rich, I can give you anything. Watch it be a berry. Watch this rich man give me a berry. It better be some caviar type berry, you know what I mean? It needs to be some expensive berry. Here, maybe this will do. Obtain a Master Ball. Put the Master Ball in the Pokeball's pocket. Really? Wait, really? Really? Now, hold on. I'm sure that should have been randomized. I feel like that was randomized to a Master Ball. Unless they just can't randomize that bit. Maybe that can't be randomized. Maybe that goes into like the HM bracket where it doesn't get randomized. But if that's kind of crazy. If that did get randomized to another Master Ball, that's kind of crazy. If you've seen anybody else play a Fire Red randomizer, then maybe you'll know, or a Leaf Green randomizer, maybe you'll know, but I don't know. That's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy. I'm ecstatic with that though. That's super cool. Super cool. But yeah, with that, I think we're going to end the episode here. All that's left to do next episode in Saffron is to take on the gym leader, take on Sabrina. So that's pretty nice. I'm not going to grind between the episodes because I feel like Engelbert will just get his experience with the EXP share now. So the rest of the team is pretty cool. If I go into gym straight away in the next episode and they're all like really high level, then I'll do some grinding. I'll make a cut and do some grinding. So between episodes, oh, I just healed without thinking. Okay, I need to toss a couple of items. I need to toss a couple of items. That was me in autopilot. I don't remember exactly what we had. I know that Zacharias had taken some damage. Man, that's annoying. I think that Zacharias had taken... We're just going to go with all of them. We're going to go with all of them. Hopefully that will be enough. I will check between the episodes if that was enough. That was my stupid fault. If there's any status or anything, then I'll sort that out. But anyway, doesn't really matter. I'll sort that out between episodes. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. Thank you so much for loafing around with me. As always, it's been an absolute pleasure. And I'll catch you again next time.